big man! Oh, it's pretty! It's so pretty!
It is time. The Ron Newman Cup champion has been decided. San Diego was trying to capture its 16th title while the Florida Tropics were looking for their first. All the highlights coming right up. This is MASL Primetime. Hey everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. And this is it. It's our final show of the year and we're going out with a bang today. We'll do a season recap. We'll check out the league's award winners. And of course, we've got the plays of the year for you. But first and foremost, the Ron Newman Cup winner was decided last weekend. San Diego and Florida went toe-to-toe for all the glory. Now, could the Tropics capture their first ever title, or would the Sockers repeat as champions? Let's find out now. Game one went in Florida, and it was the home side drawing first blood in the series.
Felt that maybe that could be a difference. Here's Ruggles, he'll step over the ball. Pereira's shot. Go!
Victor Pereira's El Capitan giving the Tropics the early lead, just a $1.03 in. But San Diego responds 3 minutes later. Tavoy Morgan, their leading scorer this year, ties it up 1-1. Then in the second quarter, Tavoy, up to his old trick, spins, boom. Gorgeous shot to put the visitors up 2-1. But the home side wasn't going to go quietly. Zach Reggett adding to his list of highlight reel goals this season. Bar down. The scintillating strike, tying things up, and then
do a little give and go with Van de Griff there. Here's Reggett. Shot. Go!
Well, that is an absolute monster goal.
Yeah, it was, but the Sockers showed off their vaunted firepower. Charlie Gonzalez to Craig Childs to make it a 3-3 game, and then it's Childs with the lovely backdoor feed to Brendan Escoto, and that would prove to be the game winner as the Sockers add two more for insurance purposes and end up taking game one 6-3 in Florida. So it was back to San Diego for game two. Florida had its back against the wall, needing a win to keep the series alive, but the hometown Sockers strike first.
Morgan had a couple of goals in game one of the finals. Here's Escoto, who had the go-ahead goal. He scores and has the go-ahead goal to start things off.
Just the start they were looking for, just a $1.06 into the game. And then Tavoy Morgan continues to torch the opposition. Takes a bit of a knock on the head afterwards, but he'd be fine. 2-0 San Diego. The Tropics showed fight, however. Ricardo Dieguez to Victor Pereira's, and Roof Daddy. And their deficit was cut to a single goal. And then in the second quarter, they even it. Nice passing here. Lucas Texera back for Breno Oliveira, all tied up at 2 apiece. This was a heck of a game, heck of a series, really. But Brandon Escoto hits back for San Diego, and the Sockers were back on top once again, leading 3-2. Third quarter now. The initial shot goes off the boards here, right back to Ricardino Sobrera, all tied up, unreal, but Childs will take matters into his own hands here. He bides his time, he picks his spot. The man, the myth, the legend, Craig Childs. San Diego led up until the dying moments, and here they are.
Pino trying to read the ball. It's Williams back to Pereira's. His shot, saved by Pardo! My goodness, there's 6 seconds. Montalera shoots it high. That could be it.
That was it. Seconds later, time expired.
Sweet 16. The San Diego Sockers are back-to-back MASL Ron Newman Cup champions.
Yeah, that's right. 16 championships now for the Sockers as they repeat as titleists. One of the greatest seasons in the history of arena soccer. San Diego lost just twice all year. Not once, though, in regulation time. The big crowd drinking it all in. Kudos to the Tropics on an outstanding season. They will be back with a vengeance next year, but this time around, San Diego just a juggernaut that would not be denied. Captain Craig Childs collecting the Ron Newman Cup trophy from Keith Tozer. Childs had 8 goals in the playoffs. He was named Finals MVP. Of course, the Sockers couldn't play at home last season, had to win the title on the road. So this one so sweet to do it in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, what a feeling. Honestly, electric atmosphere. We're so thankful for all of you who were able to make it out tonight. And, another one on the board for San Diego, baby! Woo!
Congratulations, guys. And a quick note, this announcement came out last weekend just before the final game. Ronaldinho, the legendary Brazilian, one of the greatest footballers in the history of the game, will be a co-owner of an MASL expansion team. The city and start date have yet to be determined, but Ronaldinho is coming on board the league, and its fans could not be more excited. Welcome back to MASL Primetime. So the season kicked off back on November 26th with 12 teams vying for the Ron Newman Cup. Now, over the next 5 months, new league milestones would be reached and teams would experience emotions ranging from agony to ecstasy. What a campaign it was. Here's a look at some of the main stories from the 2021-22 season.
Score tied at 3. That's all you can ask for from a Florida perspective. Here's Childs, though. Childs bends to the far post. K. Goal. Lasso. Goal.
Champions once again. For the second straight season and 16th time in club history, the San Diego Sockers reign supreme. And this will go down as one of the greatest seasons in arena soccer history. The Sockers suffered just 2 defeats all year. Not once, though, in regulation time. They were, in a word, dominant.
This was a team of destiny and arguably one of the greatest teams to ever play indoor during the course of a regular season and a postseason. Hats off to them, all-star squad. They dispatched everybody and they took care of everything.
That being said, the Sockers' accomplishments shouldn't overshadow other outstanding performances throughout the league this season. The Florida Tropics won the East Division and made the MASL final for the first time in club history.
Yeah, Florida Tropics' first ever final for that franchise, and they are in great shape. They're great on defense, great on offense. And I think that team is going to do a lot of things in the coming year. I think they're just set up for success. Year after year, we're going to see them deep in the finals.
Taking a look at the league standings, you can see just how dominant the Sockers actually were. They finished 22 points ahead of second place Chihuahua out west. Florida, as mentioned, led the way in the East, with Baltimore also punching a ticket to the postseason. And the Central was the most balanced division in the league this season, with all 4 teams making the playoffs.
You know, the Central Division, all 4 teams made the playoffs, Alex. I'm slightly biased there, but I thought they had a great season, those 4 teams. Just an incredible season from the Dallas Sidekicks. Folks got to remember, last season they were 1-10. The season prior, they were 3-19. Then in comes Capitan Ricardinho Cavalcante, the head coach who took the reins and did an incredible job. Kind of a surprise letdown season for Ontario, not making the playoffs, right? And then you had Chihuahua coming out of the gates. I call them the Mexican All-Star team down there because they just dominated left and right.
The fans at Corner Sports Arena were unbelievable. When Jonathan Reimer and I got to go down there to call games, there was so much love and passion. Good things to come from Chihuahua. Very happy, and they should be very pleased with themselves.
Here's how the top scorers finished up. Milwaukee's Ian Bennett had a season to remember. He won the Golden Boot as the top goal scorer and the league's point scoring total as well. To nobody's surprise, he was named the MASL's most valuable player. And in terms of milestones, Bennett, Kansas City's Leo Gibson, and Ontario's Frank Taiyu all became the first players in MASL history to surpass 400 career regular season points.
I mean, incredible. But as much as these accolades they resonate with supporters, fans, and people who cover this game. The players themselves, they thank their teammates. They're so selfless. I mean, I know if I would have had 400 career points, I probably would have gotten like the tattoo on my forehead saying, "Hey, look at what I did." But those guys, class acts, they work exceptionally hard, and they deserve those accolades. Ian Bennett, rock star. Leo Gibson, rock star. Frank Taillou, rock star. Well deserved, and very cool to have seen it all in one season.
As the MASL looks forward to the 2022-23 season, there are big changes on the way. Monterey and Mesquite will return to the league after sitting out the last 2 campaigns. And just announced last weekend was that the legend himself, Ronaldinho, has been contracted to be a partner as an owner of an expansion team, with the city and team start date still to be determined.
My head went mind-blowing. The fact that he is now involved in this game speaks volumes. The league is on a trajectory that is literally this way, like a space shuttle launching from like Cape Canaveral. Like, it's going to be unbelievable. I can't believe Ronaldinho is in the league. Arguably one of the greatest players of his generation. Could it be another Southern California team? Could it be another Florida team? I don't know. But the fact that they are keeping us on the edge of our seats, to me, is exciting because I'm dying to know what the next announcement is going to be.
Are you not entertained? What else could you ask for?
Welcome back to MASL Primetime. There were some outstanding performances in the MASL this season, including the league's first repeat winner of the Most Valuable Player Award in 5 years. The league announced all of the award winners last week, and we take a closer look now at who took home the hardware.
Here's Bennett. He drives one into the goal from just inside the yellow, and Bennett gives Milwaukee the early lead.
Just another day at the office for Ian Bennett. The Canadian assassin was virtually unstoppable this season, winning the MASL's Golden Boot, the overall scoring title, surpassing 400 career regular season points, and taking home the league's Most Valuable Player Award.
Ian Bennett, 2 years in a row, the reigning defending MVP. Here's another guy who works exceptionally hard. And not to say that he's not a spring chicken, but he's not old. But the fact that he can play at such a high level with so many years under his belt speaks volumes.
If Bennett represents the league's top offensive force, Chad Vandegrift was its defensive stud. The Florida Tropic picked up the league's Defender of the Year honor. Vandegrift had 54 blocks while also racking up 9 points in 22 games. Between the posts, nobody was going to argue with the choice of Boris Pardo as the league's goalkeeper of the year.
His statistics are unreal, and the games that he had, fantastic. Watching him do what he did, the saves that he's made over the course of an entire season, I mean, it blew my mind. There's no doubt that he deserved the accolade that he did. He's a very big reason as to why the San Diego Sockers now are champions again.
Pardo's teammate Leo de Oliveira won the MASL's inaugural Pass Master Award, given to the player with the most assists in a season, of which he had 33. Coach of the Year went to Ricardino Cavalcante, who took over a struggling Dallas team 3 games into the season and led them to a playoff berth.
I mean, what an incredible job he did. You take away those 3 losses, and this team is 11-9-1, Alex. And you got to love the fact that they did such a huge turnaround, 1-10 last season to this.
The Joseph Kyrell Award is named after the former Ontario Fury and Tacoma Stars player who tragically passed away in a boating accident in 2020. Tim Goldman took home the honor this year. It's given to the player deemed most passionate and inspirational to the league. And last but certainly not least, the top newcomer award was handed to Luis Morales of the Dallas Sidekicks. The 23-year-old finished second on the Sidekicks in scoring with 30 points in just 17 games.
Yes, indeed. Luis Cebollas Morales, the Onion, they call him because he makes defenders cry. Alex, what an awesome Newcomer of the Year season he had. In fact, led the team with 22 goals. I think to round out his game, he's got to follow his captain, Jamie Lovegrove. More assists, better in the target, back to goal. But really, I think he's a special player and has a big, long history in this league.
Welcome back to MASL Primetime. So yeah, I'll admit it, this is pretty much my favorite segment of the entire season. We get to look at all of the top goals, the top saves, and let's give props to the broadcasters as well. We get to hear some of the best calls of the year to boot. Here are the MASL's best plays from the past season.
From Danny Waltman.
Here's Juras. Juras with a step to the middle, to the left foot. Still open. Shoots. He scores!
Game one has not disappointed. Pereira flicks it forward. Bouquet shot. Goal!
The argument that Kansas City could have. Oh, there's a shot. What a save. Chris Toth gets his hand on it. What a rocket by Tetsani.
He gets it back, shoots and scores! Dominic Francis, what a blast!
Oh, just being patient. Oh, and there's a middle. Reggett. Oh, and what a goal by Zach Reggett. Ties the game with a beautiful karate kick goal.
A little one-on-one here. Leaves it off in front. Pereira's back to Carvalho. Goal! Wow, what a bomb!
Leo on the volley, and Leo with the side net. The legend continues.
Well, it's ball two. Sebastian Mendez with an opportunity. Valadez, what a save! Wow! Capinos, incredible save.
From Dallas.
Shot! Oh, just wide! And there's the Kareem. Wow! And a goal from Cameron Brown, who is lying on the ground.
DeLima trying to find Tayu. Tayu heads it. We got a header. The King scores. The King scores. What an immaculate header.
That is Dantas. Scoops that inside Jamel Cox. Well, lovely execution.
Qué buena manera para Niamsi. Un pase, taconazo.
Runner. Chihuahua. See the shot go high, and the rebound is put in.
Caray para Escalante, el rebote ahí, le hace tu level al árbitro, gol, gol, sent back over, Harris trying to get it out, another blast, oh, what a rip, Dieguez.
Oh, Brame has sprung free down the right-hand side. Brame cuts across, he shoots and scores.
Gardner. Looking for Giles, his header, goal!
Man scheme that has come here with the
Pepe! We're tied at 2!
Way downfield, headed away briefly by Meller. A chance ahead, score!
7-2 late third. Oh, Dantas a drive and a goal! Wow. Dantas the hat trick off the volley.
Moved across, Huffman, Derek's got a good look, shot a goal! Hey!
Juan Gamboa. Here's Leo Gibson again. Oh, and what a play. Leo Gibson plays it off.
Sean Callahan at the red line. Plays to the far post, and it's headed in by Felipe Gonzalez.
Goal! Field and Jones swings his right leg through and over the goal. It is Mendez from Lovegrove on the volley.
Yeah, all incredible plays, but we managed to get it down to a top 5 for the season.
Adam West. Big ball, Pereira! Oh my word! You'll never see a volley of its equal. West sends it the length of the floor, and Pereira drops the hammer 2-0.
It's Hayne. It's Hayne! Save! Save again! Mark it down, save of the week! The combo!
Off the Lord's bench area, recovered by the Heat. Right wing, shot from the box, multiple saves on Cunningham, and I don't believe it!
In Bennett.
That's the first time we said Bennett the whole third
It
period.
is. Oh, and there's the shot, and that is a goal by Ian Bennett from distance. How did he do that?
Souza in the corner, off the boards, Benji, shoot!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, no, he didn't do it! He did! He just did it! Maybe the goal of the year! You gotta be kidding me! This kid Benji is something special!
We went back and forth between trying to decide whether it was Benji's goal or Ian Bennett's goal that was going to take it. In the end, Benji went out by a hair, but really just so many incredible plays from across the league all season long. That is it. That's going to wrap up our final show of the year. Before we go, though, just want to say, first off, a huge thank you to everyone at the MASL office for helping to make the show a success this year. Thank you to all the broadcasters who took the time to come on the program throughout the year. And last but not least, of course, thank you to you, the viewers, for tuning in and watching every week. Really appreciate it. Just remember, in the off season, to keep up to date with everything that's going on in the MASL, be sure to check out the league's different social media outlets. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next year.